how do we mainstream sustainability into B schools? I would like to focus on the word business. I remember when IIMs were set up, there was a great deal of debate. Should we call them on the model of Harvard Business School or Princeton, whatever? But our founding fathers stood their feet and said, look, we would like to call them management, Institute of Management, not business. In the year 1986, when there was an attempt to clone XLRI, the father or mother organization, the Jesuits then asked the question like, why clone another management education? So because XLRI, you are not serving the people for whom you are supposed to serve. You are serving a different elitist group in the name of business education. So the idea was, okay, IIMB is going to be an institution with a human face, with a difference. I think that's the genesis of starting IIMB. So therefore, from day one, there was a strong commitment to look at what management science can do to address poverty, to address ill health, to address issues related to education. That was the vision that led the establishment of IIMB in Bhubaneswar. So the Center for Development Research and Training was set up, and that led to the birth of starting a 1-year diploma program in rural management, which gradually became a 2-year diploma in rural management. A few activities that we have been doing. Number one is we have been introducing courses like ecosystem management, natural resource management, CSR, sustainability in most of our, be it business management program or in rural management program. That is one. And secondly, because of our development focus, we have been very strongly engaging ourselves in the communities in Orissa. So we have issues like social forestry or microfinance, empowering women through microfinance. So then the connection between a business school and the community has been very strong. Yet another initiative that we did was, with the help of UNICEF, we wanted to map the progress of achieving Millennium Development Goals in Orissa. So we did, in 2 phases. The first phase, we prepared a status note on each MDG for Orissa. Then the UNICEF said, okay, so what is the best way to accelerate this process? Then we said, let us undertake a kind of a micro study on each of the MDGs. For example, if you want to make a greater impact on, let us say, gender equity, so what is the core issue that we need to focus on? Then we looked at declining child sex ratio. If you want to look at reducing child mortality, what is the area we need to intervene? Then we looked at neonatal mortality. So through these processes, we created a forum called Orissa Millennium Development Forum, and which is a kind of a multi-stakeholder forum consisting of academic communities, political parties, media, UN agencies, civil societies, and international development organizations. So we have looked at 5 focus areas for the MBA in sustainability. Number 1 is the human development. Number 2, sustainability leadership and entrepreneurship. Number 3, climate change and natural resource management. Number 4, sustainable energy. And number 5, policies, laws and governance. This is in addition to the few general management courses that we normally teach in a management institution. Then in the second year, students will go in for specialization, but they will be specializing in 4 of our functional areas. That is accounting and finance, marketing, human resource management, operations management, and information systems. Then of course, we are also looking at our own neighborhood. We have become a university now. We are in the thick of a rural environment. So can we look at creating sustainability communities or sustainable development developments? That is another process that we are looking at. I would like to conclude with 2 thoughts. Number 1 is, if you look at the triple bottom line, what Evan has been talking about, profit, planet and people, and compare that with the business education, largely we are addressing the first P, that is profit. So therefore, what kind of a choices we are going to make when we are going to mainstream sustainability into our management education? Can we give equal importance, or should we shift our focus from profit to planet? Number 2, I think we also need to look at the context in which all the programs have to be positioned. The context for me is the growing inequality, the conflict that we are witnessing all over the world, and finally the climate change. And therefore, what should be the content of all the programs that we are going to introduce? It cannot be again, the same thing put in a different bottle, packaged and delivered. That should not be the approach. We need to really make a very conscious effort, look at the content. Then, of course, the culture of teaching itself has to change. The teaching and learning has to change, because this is going to be a major shift from teaching business education and to teaching sustainability related courses. I would like to end with 2 quotes. One is from Homi Bhabha, other one is from C.S. Lewis. The first one, sustainability is often spoken of as an ecological issue, but it is no less an issue of our moral economy. Sustainability is as much a matter of the balance of social forces as it is a moral measure that regulates equitable outcomes in an uneven and unequal world. And finally, it's very interesting, the task of modern educator is not to cut down jungles, but to irrigate deserts. Thank you.